Oh my God. Hello, Dad. I am late. You know what? I was sitting that day talking to Sarah and sitting there, and all at once I asked her a question. She said, Amy, aren't you supposed to be live right now? I'm like, oh, crap. Yep, I am. I'm supposed to be live right now. It's in one of those days, and I mean one of those days where everything goes wrong from the time you did it to the time you double did. So I didn't sleep last night as always. I need to do right. And so I had to sleep like sitting straight up last night. And so finally about 8 o'clock this morning, I had enough of that. I said, screw that. So I tried to lie down. And when I did, I um I was hurting really bad. So I finally got back up. Then I laid that down then. Then I finally went out sometime around noon. And I didn't get up till like 3:30. And I was running so behind. I've had phone calls that I've not even had time to take today. And I wanted to talk to you about Chloe's trip. And I had pictures I wanted to share. Well, Apple must have done something to update their phone. Updates are so not helpful sometimes. And I could not transfer my iPhone pictures to my messenger, which is what I had to do to share them on here because I have a Chromebook. Because my Netflix is screwed up. So I finally figured that out. But it's been a day. It's been a day. And then Sarah, I was freaking out because I had the lights on myself. But I was gonna do it. Thought about canceling, be honest, but I didn't. And I was freaking out. And then Sarah said, do you want me to join you today? I know you had your mind by yourself. I said, yes, I do. Okay, so let's see who's here. Cindy's here. Cindy did need 45 minutes. Thank you for being here, Cindy. Because next time I'll let you start the live when I'm late. Which is every week now that I think of it. It's a bad rip. But anyway. Uh Penny, did you talk to Richard today? I did not talk to Richard. In fact, last night I was telling myself I need to actually get in touch with him because it's been so long since we talked and I want to see how he's doing. But I had not talked to him today. Why? What's going on? Anything happening that I need to know? Because I've not had time to get on YouTube today, so I don't even know if he put up a video today. So let me know. Hi, Lee. Lee takes out the trash and recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, soft drinks, and various waters on the table. Put some Oreo cookies and milk with white dark and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruit. Welcome to NND. I don't know, my own. It's that kind of day. Welcome to Diamond Painting with NND Tammy. Help yourself, come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. I'm telling you, today, Dad. Oh, so yes, hi Lenore. How is my day good feeling? How are you feeling, Lise? Are you not doing better? Hey Nut Nut, how's it going? Thank you both for being here. Hi Linda, thank you for coming. Mr. Nat, I just messaged you, a link. Yeah, that's all I got right now because I'm not prepared. But Sarah's link I would like shared a few times tonight. Um, I did message that to you so you don't have to looking for it. I think if anything else died, I'm sorry I haven't prepared and sent you the link for tonight. I'm really sorry about that. Cat's here, thank God. Um, Hi, Cat. Um, Artemis, hey, Artemis, what's happening? Are you are you prepared to do my live tonight? Cause I'll let you. It's that kind of night. I'm telling you, you died to the dead or not. But hi, Lily, how's it going? Thank you, Doug, for being here. Let's see. Let me get down to the bottom. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm not talking to you in a few days. Hi, Eve. Thank you for coming, you two. And we got Carol. Hi, Carol. How are you today? I appreciate you being here. And we got Miss Nell. How are you feeling, Nell? She been sick the last few days. She's been really sick. We got Christopher. Hi, Mr. Christopher. You gonna behave today? Probably not. Matt's here and Lee's here, so of course you're not going to. The three of you sit together. God help me. Okay, I think that's all we will let the new mom Matt do all the work tonight. I'm all for that. Initiation, right? Initiation. Initiation. Oh my God, I can't talk. Yes, let Matt do all the work tonight. I'm all for that. I haven't been any help. I sent him one link and I put one link in the mob group. And that's all I got for y'all tonight. So sorry. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you today? Nope. Matt said nope. You already back to now you dropped that? I don't know how I feel about that. And on top of being sick, you have snowstorm heading at Maryland calling for 6 to 12 inches here. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Richard was in the hospital over the weekend. They're in home now. I did not know that, Cindy. If you don't feel comfortable telling why he's in the hospital on here, will you send me a message and let me know? And I will be sure to get in touch with him if I don't lose power. And we're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about Chloe's trip. And Sara is here. We are going to bring her on the stage. And maybe she's ready. She can let me know. And I'm going to talk about the trip and the snowstorm. And then we're going to talk to Sara about her stuff. And we're just going to, it's going to be all over the place tonight. And I had to do a double take. That shirt is sun color as your skin. I thought you had added something to your thumb. Oh my God, it is. I didn't even notice. It is. Oh. Now I'm not gonna want to wear that anymore. You're right. It is. It is. You are right. You're very right about that, Cindy. It is his story to tell. I will get in touch with him. Wait, you're learning and you're all dog that I just feel a treat. Okay, Matt. We'll be into that. You're an old dog and you like treats. You thought of it naked? I don't say that, but no, I'm not. The hey, anything you did that's surprised, right? Okay, Sarah, are you ready? I'm getting myself in trouble now. I'm doing all naked, so naked, naked. See, you got me saying that, Neil. That wasn't nice. I don't say that. All right, Sarah, here you go. Hi.
Hello.
Help me, I'm about to go naked. I need your help. I know what
Yeah,
you're thinking that there, Cat. Don't you even think about what I know what you're thinking. No, no, no. Okay. Yes, I'm yelling at Pat that there at that stage. How are you, Sarah? I am not.
I'm
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay? You're
I'm
doing
doing
better than
okay.
me. Everybody
Huh?
saying hi to you.
Hello. Hi, Artemis. Hi, Carol. Hi, Eve. Hi, Kat. Hi, Cindy. Hi, um, Melanie. Hi, Christopher. Um, I'm going through. You've already done the highs. Oh, hi, Muttnut.
Oh. You're I was gonna let you just do the live tonight since you're
You're
doing
like,
something else.
keep on going.
Yeah, I'm done.
Hi,
You can take
Kaylee.
over. Oh man, it didn't thank you,
The
man.
problem is if I took over, it would be a 6 hour.
That is
That's
okay.
that's my problem.
That is okay. I mean, the worst that can happen, they can all leave us and we be here to ourselves, right? Thank you for sharing Sarah's link, Matt. I appreciate that. That's all I got as far as link tonight is yours, so I guess that's all we're going to talk about. I did mean to get the link to the organization that Chloe was on a trip with. Did I think to do that? No, I did not. I told you it's in a very, very. It's in one of those days that I know it's gonna end the wrong way. But that's what happens when they start out like this. Don't shake your head at me that there. I'm telling you, it's gonna end the wrong way. Don't do that to me. So we were sitting here today, and my sister came talking about the storm. So I think they downgraded us to like 6 to 10 inches, maybe. But a quarter inch of ice, which means completely all the trees are going down. All of them. All the trees, all the power lines. I know it is. I know it is. We all know it is. It's gonna come. And the thing about that is, if we are the last to get power that we're I live because our tower grid, there's only about 72 of us on it. So we are the very last to get tower. So if they go down and it hit the way it's supposed to hit, we are not gonna have power today. And I'm gonna go insane. You know. I mean as far as heat, we're prepared. We got a fireplace and we got a kerosene heater, two propane. I think that's a propane heater, a huge one, and two kerosene heaters. We're prepared for that. I'm not gonna have your Wi-Fi, and that drives me insane. But I'll live. I guess I will live. So, are you? Where are you located, Sarah? I cannot remember.
I'm in northern Colorado, so near around like Fort Collins and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
you're
I'm
not
about
in the
I'm
state.
about like an hour from the border to Wyoming.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm
Yes.
pretty high up there.
So you're not in the storm. I cannot read that cat. What is that?
We don't really
Can't read that.
our snow has not been happening for a few years now. So
It hasn't.
no, I miss snow. Like I don't
I
miss
thought
like
from
shoveling and all that.
Colorado. You should have snow.
Well, yeah,
You
I
should
mean you
snow.
would think, and I don't live that far from Estes Park either, but it's like it's like we're right in like a lull. So like it dumps in the mountains and jumps over us and goes into the eastern part of Colorado. So it kind of does a dump, jump, and then it dumps again. You know, it's like, oh man.
That would suck. If I didn't move to Colorado, it didn't snow on me.
You'd
Cat,
have to live in the
with
mountains.
that. But that there's no send me a picture of that. Cause now that I know the um I don't like snow. I hate snow in fact. But if I'm gonna live somewhere where it's supposed to snow, it better not miss me. That's all I'm saying.
I love snow. Like
You
I
do?
prefer winter. So I love the snow. So I couldn't see myself living anywhere that didn't have like the seasons. You know,
Really?
I yeah, I have to have snow. I just love I especially love like when it's the first snow of the year and like you just see it makes everything peaceful. Like you look out the window and it's just peaceful watching it fall. Like um I mean actually this past weekend my husband and my kids went camping in the RV and we didn't expect that night there was going to be snow. So the next morning they woke up and there was snow outside of their camping spot and they were like, wow, this is great. So I was
Oh,
like, oh boy.
that's awesome.
So that was
Yeah,
kind of fun.
yeah, it is fun when you like that too, and you love it. It's exciting. Christopher's already starting with the car toward the end, and he still doesn't know if he's in that car. So, let's see. Hold on, got some messages here. Night to Colorado weather can be very erratic because of the terrain and how the thick front. Well, that just sucks. And Artemis said, so I haven't been in the mix for a bit. Did y'all ever figure out the mystery of the koala in a bit? No, I don't know what that is. So I'm in the mystery too. I'm on the 18-inch snow area. Said he just heard Long Island, the Cat and Batty are on the 1 to 2 feet zone. Can I come with us, you cat? I do hate snow, but we've not had it in so long that I was kind of excited to get all that snow. Just I don't want to ask. But now they downgraded us, and now Lexington, which is where Chloe is, it's supposed to get 18 inches. So snow is so quiet it puts a blanket on the north. You know what? It does. Pat said yes, the county issued a warning directly first time getting an alert. Really? Um, that yes, I there's something about going outside at night on a snowy night. It's just so quiet. It's kind of eerie that it's so quiet you can hear the quiet. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's so peaceful. It
Well,
is.
and I also like it in the well cuz in Colorado we get like some crazy number of days with sun, like 360 days of sun a year or something. Like it's something crazy. So
What?
if we have snow, it doesn't last long. So, I mean, by that afternoon, all the snow was gone. Right? So,
Really?
but I love how, like, when you're out and the sun is shining and it looks like the ground is glittering. Like, I like that too. So it's like just, it looks like it sparkles. And I was like, oh, that's so pretty.
It does. It does
Yeah.
sparkle. It's so pretty. And we've not experienced that in so long. I can't even tell you what it's like. Artemis said, I'd love to change in the snow, but no one wants to deal with me either. Matt said, a stupid and mystery machine would have been fitting. Yes, it would. I'm going to the hibernation zone. Well, no, you're not, Pat, because I'm going to call and let you show me pictures of it every day and video. Yep, that's what I want. What do y'all think? Oh, wait, what do y'all think? It wasn't me. Okay, yeah, okay. Artemis, sometimes I don't trust you. Let's see. Nothing said it's supposed to snow Saturday night into all day Sunday on Sunday. What a birthday gift to me from Mother Nature. It didn't need. I don't want. Well, happy birthday. Thinking of birthdays, I don't think she's here because she's out partying it up with her brother-in-law and husband or brother-in-law. I have to listen to that message again. But today is Risa's birthday. Now, Risa was our guest last night on the Listen Chill, and she had so much fun. She was still talking about that today. She had so much fun. So that will come out Saturday. I've already uploaded it. I edited. That's the hardest word for me to say. Edited it. Edited it and put it up on last night. Because in case I do lose power, it'll still go out on Saturday. So she had so much fun. And then there was like maybe 10 of us on there. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Cindy, no, Marty is here. Hi, Marty. How are you? Thank you for coming. Yes, Edith's in the freezer took the thought, that's for sure. And the hand on coming. Yes. And the sound is snowing wind storm is soothing. Yes, it is. It is. Edith had the story. She said she needed as a kid at 11 p.m. on a snowy night, hearing that one lonely snowplow truck crashing it way down the road, and yet no school tomorrow, and it was fun. Like, yes, that is true. That's how it was here. So, Sarah, tell us what's going on with you. And later on, I'm going to tell you about Chloe's trip to Ecuador. So let's talk to Sarah for a little bit first. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing okay. Went to the doctor today to try and get to the bottom of some things that have been bothering me for at least a couple years now. Hopefully they'll start taking me seriously and like actually be looking into things. So eventually I'll be getting an MRI. So hopefully it'll show something. Hopefully it's not something scary and it's fixable. If not, then they might be sending me to a neurologist. So we'll see. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, all that matters, you get the answers that you're looking for. And
Yeah.
I don't care who diagnosed you, as long as that get diagnosed. Because you're right. This has been going on long enough, and it needs to end.
Well, and I think like anything that starts to bother you, you look at it and you go, oh, well, it's something that's just bothering me right now. It'll go away. And then the go away doesn't happen. You just start getting used to it. You start just accepting it and like it becomes your new normal. And then something changes a little and then you're like, oh, well, that'll go away. And then it becomes your new normal again. So I think I've just let all of these things build up over time where I'm like, it's a new normal. You know how the doctors are like, oh, tell me exactly when this happens. And I'm like, okay, I don't have an exact date and time and location and which way my head was turned when it like it's like you don't have all that information. So yeah, I'm like, I got used to it. So I can't tell you what is really, and then trying to explain it is like you're trying to explain it and they don't understand. So I'm like, just give me an MRI, please.
It it it's hard. It is hard. Like a few years ago, I did the same thing. I went and I told my doctor that I just didn't. I wasn't feeling right,
Right.
and don't make the nobody in there make a joke about what I just did. Christopher and that and Lee. Don't you dare. But I went and I said that I wasn't feeling right. Something wasn't right. I didn't know what. It wasn't right. And so, luckily, I had a doctor that's a same with me, and so he listened to me, and he did the test that needed to be done, and they did find the problem, and it was taken care of. But I had to go through doctor after doctor for them to
Yeah,
listen to me,
that's
and that's
me.
irritating, and it shouldn't get to that point.
Or it's, hey, try this pill and try. I'm like, no, I don't.
Right.
I literally go to them and I say, I am probably the only I'm the only patient that's gonna come to you and not want something. I just
Right.
want to find the issue so we can
Right.
fix the issue.
Exactly. I mean, I'm all for meditation if it's gonna help me,
Yeah.
but I don't. And if you are hearing that noise in the background, I'm sorry, but we're having firewood delivered. I'll shut up, Tat. I know. Is it noisy? It is, isn't it? Is it? I
It's
don't
not
know
that
what
bad.
to do, guys. It's and now the ding's going off because the door is open at 15 times. I don't know what to do. I shut the door to the Lutheran firewood today because we are expected to go into hibernation. And I told my mom not to be so loud, but you know how that is. Yeah. But yeah, she's like, bye. Oh, wait, I'm not mom. She said, bye, mom. And I said, bye. That was dumb. I don't know why I said bye. So, my mom's loud, Dad. She is. She's loud. I'm sorry. And I tell her to be quiet, and she doesn't. So, whatever. Alright, but yes, you are moving in the right direction. So
Yeah.
how have you been feeling?
Um, I've like feeling with with my symptoms, or just in general, how have I been doing?
Oh, like in
Uh,
general, how have you been feeling?
I'm doing okay, other than the symptoms, and then just stress with I homeschool my kids, so that can be stressful. Um, but I like to see their progress, so they're doing good. And sometimes I'm just like, how did you know that? Like, I'm like, you look at your kid and you're like, did I teach you that? Man, I'm good. No, I'm
Right,
just kidding.
yeah, you are.
Like, yeah, but then it's also fun when they like surprise the grandparents and they're like, did you know the word he used? That was amazing. And I was like, well, so that's kind of fun. But I mean, there's always stressors to that, because I always have a million and one things going on in my brain. Like, I'm like, I want to do this and this and this and this. And then I know that what's my responsibility versus the other stuff is just the extras. So I don't get to do the extras as much as I'd like to be able to do them, because I know my responsibilities come first. So that gets a little frustrating, because it feels like you're not allowing yourself to do the fun stuff that you want to do too. So
Right.
anyway, but yeah, I'm doing okay.
Well, good. Matt, why you saying why? Did Matt leave? Did I miss something? Don't leave, dude. Um, so had you always homeschooled your kids?
Yes, my children have been homeschooled since day one.
Was
Um,
that their decision? Did they want that, or was that your?
it was
Oh, I did. So okay, I think that's it. I think that's all on that. Goodbye. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm very
That's
distracted.
okay.
I'm sorry.
That was my decision, just because around here our schools are not as good as they used to be. Um, they're just, like, if you go online, and there's like certain websites you can go on to see like grade rating of the schools.
Yeah.
and all of them in this area were Fs. And I was like, I don't want to send my kid to, especially like, I also think my children can, they have like, I think they would struggle with being in a classroom with a bunch of kids, because then the teacher can't focus if you need help. So like, if you're falling behind, you're just behind. Like there's no option to like get that extra help. So I like that if my kids are having trouble with an area of school, we can slow down and take an extra week to just focus on that, which I love that fact. And then they get to have fun. I mean, my kids, obviously, they don't know what real school is like, real school. So they're like, I want to be around friends and I want to meet people. And I have had them on a waiting list for a charter school, but it's a lottery system. So whoever gets pulled is who gets in. So they've been on that. They're going to be going on 2 years now. Because I would like them to have the opportunity to experience it so that they can kind of balance it, going, oh, I actually do like the fact that I only have to do school for a few hours and then I'm done and I get to play the rest of the day. Versus being at school and having a bunch of filler stuff that you have to do, so I think it would be fun for them to experience real school, but also at the same time, I don't think they're like severely missing out on anything around here. I know. Did she freeze? Oh, I thought you froze.
I did freeze. You did not. Why not? Why not? Why not? That just fit in with the whole day right there. I was like, okay, I thought you froze and then I screamed at black. Oh crap, I did. If I ever got tooth, I have instructed my team in the back, who right now it's a team of one, this cat. If I ever got tooth, if that one of them is to come on and entertain the people, please, until I come back, please, cat. She's laughing. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, so I don't know. So let me ask you this. When they get older, because they're fairly young right now, right? Okay. So when they get older, say in middle school and high school, do you think that they'll still want to be homeschooled, or do you think they'll want to go to school and be in the interaction with other kids in the school activities such as dances and things like that?
I don't know. I mean, they might, which is fine. I mean, they can give it a go. But I know that I wanted to be homeschooled desperately. Like I would have. I'm one of those people that I just want to get my work done so I can do what I want to do.
Right.
Like what I always like. School was okay, but I didn't have that same connection with a ton of friends. But that's also because most of the friends I had were like backstabber kind of friends, and so it was like, ugh, I don't want to be here. Like, I'd rather just get school done and be done. And I remember asking my mom, I'm like, can you homeschool me? And she's like, I work. She's like, no,
Yeah.
go to school.
Yeah. I remember. I went to school my whole life, and I was always in the top classes and IT classes and things like that. I liked it to a certain degree.
Mhm.
I have friends, but then you also have those friends who are not really your friends, but they're your friends because they want to look good, those kind of people.
Or they're your friend only when they feel like being your
Yes,
friend. Yeah.
exactly. And I wasn't the type to take it. You were my friend, or you were nothing to me, because I don't know. I had a lot of stuff going on back then, so I sure didn't need that crap. But
Right.
I did it. I do. I did it. It's hard. It's hard enough being in school without that stuff.
Yeah.
And kids can be very cruel.
Yeah.
They can. What that being said, so can adult, as
Yeah.
I've learned the hard way this past year. You know, um,
Yeah.
that I learned who to trust in this community and who not, and thankfully, you can trust more people than us. You know, you got that little bit of people you can't trust, and that's
Uh-huh.
okay. That's just people here.
Right.
That's just how the world works, right?
Right. I'm like, that's society in general.
Yeah, that's just how the world works. That's society, and you gotta learn to live with it. And I have
Right.
to to a degree. So how's your shop doing?
It's slow. Like, it's pretty slow. I've only so I know I originally started in the whole event bags kind of thing. I've kind of moved away from that just because like my biggest seller was the Oz and Og bag, right? That one
Right.
was like the biggest one. And it was also new and fresh. Nobody had ever heard of me. And I discussed this with my husband too, and he's like, well, once you have a bag, why do you need another one? I was like, I get it. I get it. And I told him, I get it. Okay, I get it. And once you have a bag, you don't need another bag. But I'm like, some people like to have like extra bags so they go with each diamond painting. But yeah, it's been slow. And I used to do the event bags, and that just became a lot of out of pocket because I would buy like all this fabric, and I would have things that I drew, I'd have them digitized, and that cost a lot of money on top of it, and then I'd sell maybe 1 or 2 bags, and I was like, whoa, like I need to slow down. Like, so after a couple events, I was like, okay, I need to, even though it was really fun to create them and to have them come to life, it became like kind of a money pit where I just kept throwing it in. And I was like, well, if I'm not making anything back, I can't get new product out. Like, so there's back and forth on that. But this year, Kat from Sparkle Dust and Diamonds said that she was doing the Year of the Horse, and Kat's been like a huge supporter. Like, if if anyone wants to know what bags I have, you could probably go to her first.
Kat has more that she should start her own Sarah M creation shop. That's all I'm gonna say right there.
She's got a lot of my bags. So she said that she was doing the Year of the Horse, and she's like, I'd love if you'd make me a bag. And I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't going to say no to Kat. So I did make a Year of the Horse bag, but it doesn't have anything specific on it that yells Year of the Horse, because I'm not sure if people love having like it saying what the event was, or if they like it just to be a branded free, like not branded, but like if it has none of that stuff on it, where they can just use it as everyday whatever. Plus, it allows me to keep it in my shop for anyone who comes to my shop to get it, instead of going, oh, what's Year of the Horse? So they're confused. But I did make that bag. So it's got horses all over
wow,
it.
that is pretty.
And then on the inside, it's like a caramel toffee kind of color.
Oh, that is so pretty, Sarah. I love that.
So that's the only event bag, but like I don't advertise it as like a super event bag, because it doesn't have like the actual stitching of Year of the Horse or whatever on it. So
I love the color of that bag.
It's very pretty. And then I got a laser cutter for Christmas, a very low powered laser cutter, and I've been fiddling with that. For some reason, I'm having some issues with it doing double lines. So I drew, one thing I do like about it is I can draw something up on my iPad, and then I can bring it into the software and I can have it engrave what I drew on wood or whatever it is. So I was trying to make these, but then I started noticing a double image that it would engrave. So I was working on something like this, which I drew on my iPad.
That is pretty.
But if I can get it to not do the double image, that would be great.
Wonder why in that.
I don't know, and I'm fiddling with it. I have to take pauses with fiddling with it because I get frustrated and I'm like I'm like, okay, you need to take a break from the machine for a minute.
Yeah.
Just trying to find where's the picture of me draw? Oh, here's the drawing. So here's the drawing. Here's the drawing on my iPad.
Oh, hold on. Let me blow you up. Hold on. There's 30.
My bad.
Let's see. Oh, I like that. Ooh, look at that. That is cool.
So that's the drawing, and then this is what it did like with the... don't do that. Don't look at my face. Oh, Lord. It's not going to work. It's like, no. But I did that, and then I also drew up this other one that I wanted as a cover minder, and it's a diamond painting pen that I drew, and then it's diamond painting is my therapy, and I wanted to make that into cover minders too, but it's doing the double thing, and it's driving me insane. So, and I even just ordered magnets for it and everything, and I'm like, well, if I can't get this to work right, it's going to be useless.
I love it. Hi, Tanner. Thank you for coming. Matt said, if not with Darlington people that can collect in the year, then I'm more likely to buy one with my buddy if I look forward to using it every year. Which makes sense. That is true.
That's kind of like why I was like, man, if I make something every year, like, I don't know.
I had 3 dads. Now, I'm going to show you my bag. And I went a little farther. Ooh, I don't like being blown up. This is Mel made that comment. Thank you, Mel. That's all I can think about now. But I went a little farther. Okay, first I had to have this. I had to have it. Right? I mean, come on. This is me. But then I'm like, see, you know, I hate losing the little stuff that I have in my bag. I want to change first. And she said, you want a what? And I said, you know, like a little bag that you sell. I don't know what's the called. I need one. I need one in that. So I got that. It's that on that side. And then there the other side. So pretty. So then I'm like, Sarah, you know, actually, I'm showing the yellow order, but whatever. I said, I can't have more than one dad. And that was my first dad that's out in the window. The one I just showed you. I was in the window. I said, I need a dad to my project. I said, because I'm doing 2 tank gyms, so I need one for the tank gym. And then I'm doing a set of magnets. I need one for the magnets. And I went on and on and on. I said, not that I didn't need that. So I got 3. I had this one.
Mm-hmm. My old style. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit crazy, okay? Then I have, I'm right. That's not that. I'm not gonna have the window because you can see all the crap. You know.
It's nice to hide it away. It's kind of like when you throw stuff in a closet and you shut the door. You're like, yeah.
Look, that is, well, my doesn't make me look like a hoarder or something. I don't know. Okay, then where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's that. That's what it looks like. I can't even look at me bad here. This is ridiculous. And then there's the little tractor. And it's not a tractor. I don't know what you would call it. It had wax and putty in it. Okay, so a putty. I don't know. Anyway,
a putty purse.
so that's it. Yeah, a putty tart. See, you can market that. I'll allow you to do that. Hi Allison, how are you? But when you said, okay, let's get it off me, I don't like, no. I don't like that anymore. I don't like seeing me anymore. A pretty putty purse. There you go, Sarah. You did that, Pat. Donna did that. 30 Listen, you don't understand. Mel already thought I was naked when she came on here. I will never wear this shirt again on the air, that's for sure. What? I thought she did something to me. Okay, so when you said your old style, what did that mean? Your old style.
Well, because I used to make see-through bags like this, where it had fabric, and just a little bit of see-through.
Right.
Now it's just fabric along the bottom, and the rest of it is see-through. Now this used to take me a lot longer to make. So I don't know, probably double the time to make it, because I had to place this fabric and the inner fabric, and this fabric in the inner fabric, and then this fabric in the inner fabric, and I had them do them all individually. So it took a really long time to make it.
So do you
now I know.
Shirt? I mean, do you have one of your new ones? Because I haven't seen it.
You have one of the new ones, I think. So.
No, do I? Wait, do it?
So here's one that's all see-through, or mostly see-through. So here's the bottom.
This is new, right? Is that new?
I can't see you.
I forgot. Pat said it isn't new. That's
the newer one.
Okay.
So it has the fabric at the very bottom, and then it has the vinyl along the rest of it.
Okay.
Versus this one has fabric on all 4 sides of the vinyl on the front.
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest and tell you that I mean it's me. So come on, you're not gonna be surprised. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. Well, and then I've been told, they're like, I prefer the other one, and I'm like, yes, but I'm sorry, I won't be bringing it back.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. I just really hadn't noticed that. I mean, I love them all, so I
Yeah.
just called the window, and then I decided I wanted to try one without the window, which I do love it. I do. I love
Mhm.
things out the window. But I kind of like the window until I see all the crap that I have, and then I don't like it anymore. And no, I do like it. I don't like that I can see, you know
See all
what
the
I mean?
stuff. Yeah,
You know
all
what I
the
mean?
mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then
But
I've
I'll still
also been
do.
working on I try to work on like designs for fabric and the diamond painting release papers because of being assigned artist with Crafts with Crashly. So I've been trying to work on that, but I only do it like when I get an idea and then I'm like, oh, I'm excited to try it. And then as I go along doing it, I'm like, man, that's ugly. And so then I like scrap it. So
It's
I
totally not
have,
even ugly. I
huh?
know it's not. I'm sure it's not even ugly. You shouldn't do something ugly. I know
I'm
I
just
always have
picky.
the crazy ideas, and I'm not a bad dad. Yeah, I know. I know those guys, I'm sure, are not bad dads, but
Well,
they
and
just
I try to think of like, what would a guy want? And then
right.
I'm like, I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find fabric that's good for men. You know,
That is
like
true, Artemis.
they're like,
Yeah.
I don't want frilly girl stuff. So I'm like,
Well, Kat is saying the horse bed that you did is wonderful for me, and I agree. I think that's awesome.
yeah,
How
the
Carol?
horse bag wouldn't be bad. I'm like, tool, like, see, and like a lot of people, a lot of men in my life, like they're mechanics or they work with cars. So I'm like, what do I do?
Well, they got tool bag. They need tool bag too, and that had a good idea. I think he said, "Had you ever thought about bad sides long enough to hold a whole thing that's rolled up?" You
I
ever thought
have,
that?
but I don't hand sew my stuff. So it would be workable if I hand sewed everything. The only thing is I hate when I sew. Like all the stuff that I make when I sew by hand, it's not as neat and perfect as I want it to be. You know what I mean? So when I sew with my sewing machine, I'm like, that looks horrible, and I pull everything out, or it's not nice and neat. That's one of the things I love about making my bags on my embroidery machine is they all come out the exact same. Like they all come out neat and precise and what I like. Versus if I did it by hand, you're making each stitch. So I'm like, ugh. I don't I don't like the sewing myself. Um,
Well, I know that I was reading the comments here, and they're giving you ideas from the end, just so you know. Artemis said mountains, cars, tools, rubber cop, and Linda said sailboat.
outdoors.
And then
Yeah,
that's a tool that like that are awesome, but just not profitable, even imagine, as they are already mass produced. But
well, and that's the other thing why I don't think my business does so well is the fact that you can buy a bag off of Amazon for a couple bucks. Like I get it. Like I'm the same way. Like
that
I
it's
would be
not
like, oh, if I
sold.
need something that can just hold something, I'm gonna go cheap, right? So I
Right,
get that.
right.
Yeah, I get that. Um, so I
Th
understand where people are coming from when they're like, well, your bag
right,
is this much, and I'm like, yeah, I get it.
yeah. But, you know, what you said, they're not the quality, not that the quality is not as good, because some of them are very, very,
Yeah.
very good quality, but the material is not as expensive, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And, you
Well,
know,
and now it got even worse because one of our biggest fabric stores is gone now. So, that really took a hit. Now, I will say that a lot of these fabrics, so this fabric and the inner fabric, I got from a local quilting store, and you can feel the difference. Like, it's incredibly nice. Like, you can, like, when you touch it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so soft. That's so nice. Like, you can feel the difference. But there's also going to be a huge price difference, like a big price difference.
right.
And in the future, I would love to also be able to have my own designs printed onto fabric because I already have them on Spoonflower. It would be easy for me to have them printed on fabric. The only problem is then that makes it even more expensive. So, yeah, having like a yard worth of fabric, just a yard, that's so 36 inches is like $20 a yard to have it printed on Spoonflower.
Right.
So that's a lot.
It is a lot. It is. All
Yeah.
right, Arvina, thank you for coming. I understand you gotta go. Yes, your child will eat
Artemis.
you for lunch. She will. I agree. Now, before we go any further, it is that time again. Let's just say, I always like to see if people gonna take me up on the offer to call in. It's time to talk to Tammy. Do you think that someone's gonna call and talk to us tonight, Sarah?
I don't know.
You think they will?
I think there's probably someone out there that would call.
I don't know. You people gonna call me tonight? Let's see. Artie, this is your idea, girl. So let's see. Let's see if anybody calls us tonight. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, do you have any plans for your shop?
Nothing right now, still working on the laser cutter. But I have been trying to work more on designs for fabric and release papers. So I can show you a couple designs that I've kind of finished up that I really like, and they're more geared towards what holidays coming up? Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
My brain was like, nope, I am not helping you out today.
Yep, Valentine's.
So here, this one isn't a completed one. It was just something that I drew. So I would have to do some extra backgroundy stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's so pretty.
Now, I have also chatted with some people about having some of my art made into diamond paintings. The only problem is I don't see my art as like diamond paintingable. Is that a word? And then here's like the candy hearts.
Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. I don't know, man. I'm not talking to Roberta and William. What that his name? Since they called in, I don't know. I think they met us and had a love festival. I think so. That's just me.
And then this one.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then I made one. I made one with a little bit different colors. It's the same idea, but different colors.
That'd be a cute little diamond painting.
I think the bear would be really cute as a little diamond
It
painting.
would. It's so cute. That is cute, Sarah. I like that a lot.
But I've been trying to work on those, but like I said, I'm very critical of like things that I make. I'm like, ugh, yuck. And then I like move on. Like my iPad is filled with a crap ton of like incomplete drawings. So, yeah, it's a struggle sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this and let's do this, and then I'm like, oh, I don't like it. So that's what I've been working on a little bit. Whenever I get a minute or I can't get into my craft area, I can at least work on this while I'm with my kids. I'll just be like, oh, do whatever and I'll draw.
Well, that's a good thing too with your kid. I know Courtney and down her older friend. She homeschooled her kids.
Uh-huh.
And while she gets them started on their schoolwork, she can sit and she can diamond paint. So I can imagine that you can work and create your and draw your art and things while they're doing their homework. Is that
They haven't quite gotten to the age where they can be self-sufficient on
well yeah,
school.
that's true.
So I
That is
gotta work them through step by step. But I mean, after school's done and they're done by like, I don't know, 1 or 2, then they can be playing and I can do something. Some kind of art.
So what time do they start their day for school?
Usually, I mean, whenever they wake up. So, I mean, it's usually they're usually started by 9. Because they get up, they have their breakfast, and of course, my oldest, she likes to avoid everything for as long as humanly possible. Like, she tries to figure out everything she can do other than school. And I'm like, okay, you do know that if you were in real school, you can't do whatever the heck you want. You have to sit your butt down and get school done.
Right, that's true.
So I'm like, you'd be horrible in real school because you'd be like bouncing off the walls doing whatever you wanted.
So they only do about what 4 hours a day?
Probably it depends on their attitude that day. Like if they have a good attitude about it, they can truck right through and get done in like a few hours. And then there's other times where they super duper drag their feet and I'm like finishing up school at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Why did you do that? Like, I'm like, you could have just gotten this all done.
So
yeah, we usually, I don't say their ages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't usually say their ages just because I'm very protective of their ages and their names for the most part.
That's okay.
So.
No, I wouldn't never ask your name anyway. No, I get it. That's okay.
Yeah.
But they're young. They're young.
They're under
right.
10.
Okay.
So, for sure. So, yeah, they're pretty young. So they're not at the age where they can. There are some things they're getting a little more independent. So I can be like, okay, here's your handwriting. Work on your handwriting. They don't need me to babysit them on handwriting. And then my oldest, like, I'm like, okay, there's independent work in your English and there's independent work in your math. You can work on those. And she can take care of that. But other than that, they need a step-by-stepper.
Well, I know, like, Courtney, her kids are 8 and 10, maybe. And she doesn't show their face that much. Not unless they accidentally get their face in it. But thank you, Nat, for putting Courtney's channel in. She will kind of show clips and they'll be around, but she doesn't really show their face. But they also have days that I just dread and don't want to do it. Just don't want to do it. And I did it. I didn't. When it's nice outside, you don't want to do work, especially in the spring and it's just starting to get warm. You want outside. You don't want
Yep.
inside doing pool work. So I don't know how you guys get them to do it. I really don't. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, sometimes if it's nice outside, I don't mind like taking our work outside so they can still be sitting outside and doing school, or go to the library and do school, and then they can browse around the library. Like, I don't mind doing that. So, I mean, and then sometimes, like, if they did really good that day, we'll go on a field trip to like there's a store near here called Sheetles. I don't know if anyone knows of it, but it has a full size Ferris wheel inside of it. So we'll go there and we'll pay to go on the Ferris wheel ride. Like we go there to have fun.
oh, that's cool. That's a
So
good
I mean,
reward too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, or they have a candy shop in there. They have the Ferris wheel ride. They have a big giant aquarium in there, and so they get to have fun and they think it's a fun experience, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that story, that place.
Yeah,
We
it's fun.
don't have one here. That I live in the Dundalk, so you know we're not gonna
Yeah,
have anything like that either.
yeah,
The closest thing that we have to cool stuff is in Lexington, and that's about two 2.5 hours away, something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I neither did one either myself. So if I ever get to go, I'll probably be like your kids and just
Yeah.
go crazy in there.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a good place to take people who visit. You're just like, here, let's go to this store because it's cool.
it's cool. It is cool. It sounds cool. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of cool, I just messed up my laptop. Okay, there it is. I wanted to talk a minute about Chloe's school trip. Do you mind about that? Do you mind if we do that? Okay,
Go ahead.
then we'll come back to you. I'm not done with you yet.
Okay.
Chloe went to Ecuador, as I had said numerous times, and they left on, oh crap, January 3rd, came back the 13th. And that was an experience for her that I am really thankful that she did. And she was kind of nervous but excited. And after going there, she decided she wanted to do it again. Now I'm going to show you some pictures and tell you a little bit about the place that she went to. She said, well, hold on. You all know I can't talk and do things at the same time. Now, I'm going to pull this up. I'm weird. And I like to see what you see because I can't. Okay, now, there's on the explainer, as always. So she said that they didn't really, it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. So you're gonna see later that she's very, very sunburned. Because it's just the sun is so bright, they're so close to the sun. So I'm trying to pull this up, and then I swear I'll be able to concentrate. Florida, listen, I can't do this and talk. Okay, I got it. All right. Anyway, this is her leaving. She's so excited. Me, not so much. I'm probably crying at that point. And then, oh no, we already saw this. We're not going to tell that. Daddy told roommate. She had that's an adopted daughter. Daddy told roommate. There was about 75 that went that day. Now this is the town. She said the town is like it's a very poor town. And what she meant by is that everything you see there is handmade. They raise their livestock and like they raise sheep and they'll shear the sheep and turn it into wool and thread and they'll make their stuff and then they sell it to like $1. Like bracelets and shirts and all kinds of jewelry. They sell it to like $1. And that's how they make their income. And she said the water is not like that looked beautiful right there. That like their drinking water, they only have water 2 days a week. And that's their hotel right there. There was 3 in the room. She said to be in the country that it was in, that's a nice hotel. She said, but she still would lay her shirt or something over her pillowcase. She wouldn't lay on the pillowcase. That was just her. That she said it was clean. That she ate fruit and she ate bread. She didn't drink the milk at all. This is the clinic. They had the clinic in the church one day, and it was in Episcopalian. Is that what she said? And this is them working in their garden in the field because they grow their foods and the livestock. And I mean they really had to work for hours and hours that day. That's just not the citrus rate. That's what's all. And right there the dignity. Now they raise dignity.
To eat them.
Yes, to eat them. You're right.
I've had guinea pig.
Okay, that might be kind of sick. Really?
Uh-huh. I've been to Peru.
Oh, okay. Well, see, the dignity is their special occasion meat. That's a special occasion meat for whatever they celebrate over there. And so, yeah, they raise them and then they eat them, and that's sad that they do. And she said the people are so nice over there. Matt, I don't even want to hear what you're going to say about that stupid cow. I showed Matt the picture. I was sending to show him that picture. He let me have it, Pat, okay? All right, now lost my train of thought. Hi, Momo. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Didn't he shut up, Matt? And there's her lurking in the garden. Matt, I didn't mean that to be mean. Just what I say to Lee. I think you know I don't mean that to be mean. I know I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, Matt done me a really hard time over that cow. And okay, Thordy, here you go. I'm gonna tell him myself. I sent him the picture of the cow and I didn't know what the cow was, okay? I knew he'd start. So I just told him myself. I didn't know what it was. I was looking at it on my phone and I couldn't really tell. I thought it had something on its head, but it didn't have anything on its head. I just figured that out today, Matt. I just had a stupid day and didn't know that cow was a cow, okay? You don't know who I am. Anyway, Chloe and Ian, when they went and worked that day, this is the full Facebook page. The UK Facebook page. And I just told her she went to school. I never had done that. But anyway, they put it on their page. And this is the picture they chose, and she didn't. So I'm a proud auntie to that. And she said the water is not clean. She, was just not clean. And so they only had it 2 or 3 days a week. And she said she had kind of digestive problems all week because even though she didn't drink the water, they still washed their dishes in that water. So, um, yeah, they had digestive issues the whole time they were there. These are 2 little kids in the clinic that they had to teach them to brush their teeth.
Somehow the flashlight's on. I don't know where it's at.
Mom's having a time here. Okay, there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Excuse me, Mom didn't know how to turn the flashlight off on the phone. That's okay. Some weird creature. Now, I'm telling you, I didn't know what the hell was. I didn't. Right. Anyway, these 2 little kids, these are 2 little kids from the clinic, and let me tell you this first. This is Pizza Hut. By the 4th or 5th day, they got to go out one evening, and they were kind of hungry because very limited what Chloe ate over there because she just didn't. She wasn't eating the guinea pig, and she wasn't eating, wasn't drinking the milk. She said that didn't look like milk I've ever seen. And so she ate the rice, but after the stitchers or day, that was enough of it. And she did eat Doritos, but the Doritos tasted differently, that they weren't bad. She said they tasted different because they don't use the red dye in the food that they use here. So when you eat Doritos, you know how your fingers are orange? It's not there because it doesn't have the dye in it. So anyway, so the 4th or 5th night, they went out one night and they saw a Pizza Hut, and she said it was like a person that's been on a desert for days and you see water. That's how it was to them. And they flew to that Pizza Hut and they ate a whole pizza each. So, yeah, she said the food very limited there. But sorry, I went the wrong way. This is her, you know, uh, this night even she had to do dentistry. They don't take care that nobody has a teeth over there. Not one adult has teeth because they don't do dental care because they don't have toothbrushes. So that's not their high priority. So they had dentistry and they tacked out toothbrush and toothpaste and dental floss and they had to teach them how to take care of their teeth. The little kids, not the adults, it's the little kids. And then this was her doing the blood pressure, and she said they are so friendly over there. So friendly, and that's the whole crew. That's her and her friend. And okay, right here, this is water, as you can see. They went out one day, the whole crew went somewhere and they arranged for those people to have water every day for a certain period of time. So I forgot how many barrels of water they brought in that it was a lot. Enough to last them a while. So that's what they did there. Then that's another day they had clinics at the church, and that's the whole crew, like all 75 plus there's the doctors in the background. Look how pretty. It's just very beautiful there. She said it's a beautiful country. It's just very clear. Now this is a waterfall, and Chloe zip lined all the way down into that waterfall. My sister didn't tell my mother until after Chloe had done it. There she is about to do it. Yeah. There she is on a swing. And there she landed. There she is on that plane. She had a blast. So much fun. And so that was her trip. She said it was the trip of a lifetime and that she'll probably do it again. Hi, Mordana. She said next year they're going to Peru. And she's probably gonna do it again. And yes, you're right, Trailer Lee. I'm a proud auntie. I had to show you that. I'm very proud of her because I didn't know that she'd ever do anything like that. And she did. And that's on your bucket list now. I agree, you should. Speaking of Andy, I'm glad you said that. Down at hiking one day up in the mountains. And it is so high up. Now, the village that Chloe stayed in was at 9,000 feet. So it was high. And she said the day she got there, her heart rate was up and she was taking in hard breath because it was at a higher elevation. That not so much that she needed oxygen. Now, they're not hiking in the Andes, but not just a little bit. Now, last year, her friend and sister went hiking and they had to actually buy oxygen in bottles. I did not know I could buy a bottle of oxygen. But if you ever need it, you can. And it's all over the place. And so you're going to need to buy bottles of oxygen if you go hiking in the Indies, just so you know. Okay, you're so proud of Chloe to be in service for a community in need. Thank you. So am I. You know, she is made for this job to be in the healthcare system. She's gonna be a physician assistant. I'm very proud of her. Hannah's an oncology nurse for children in the children's unit. I'm just proud of my girls. So is my dog, as you hear. Yeah, that's Riley, if you hear him. So I wanted to tell you about her trip. I meant to do it last week, and I just forgot. I was nervous. I was by myself, so I forgot. So, Sarah, and back to you. Why did you eat guinea pig meat?
I've been to Peru.
You've been to Peru. Tell me all about
I went to Machu Picchu. So I have been to so from my experience, so I was in high school. I was like junior in high school. My grandmother was always a traveler. On my mom's side, so she was always a traveler, and she always wanted people to go with her. So she said, if anyone wants to go with me to Peru, I will pay for you. So my mom and I and my cousin, my oldest cousin, went to Peru with her. I remember, since I live in such a dry climate, I remember getting off the airplane in the runway, like walking into the building, the humidity will kill you. like the humidity was like, the temperature was like 90 some and the humidity was 100, and so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But yeah, we ate. We went to, like, they can pop up bars in different places, so they have certain kind of beer that they brew in Peru, made of like corn. It's a special kind of corn beer. I can't remember the name of it, but like, if somebody feels like making the corn beer and setting up their house, they just have to put a sign outside of it. Like, there's no like health code or anything. And so you go there and they have a room where they have a ton of like guinea pigs just running around, and you just point to which one you want and they would cook it up. Like, that's how they would, that's how they eat guinea pig there. So we went to Lima, Peru, so the capital, and then we went to Cusco. That's way up in the mountains. And they actually have you drink coca tea, which is actually the leaves of the coca plant, which is also used for other things. But they actually have you drink that tea. It's supposed to help with altitude sickness. So they actually have you drink that. I wonder also with the restrooms, they don't let toilet paper go down the toilets either. So
That's what I was gonna say. No,
you have to. There's a receptacle next to the toilet, so it's not as pretty if you're having the digestive issues.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Because what it is they flush the toilet paper, it gets in their pipes, and then it floods their town. So
yeah, they don't have a system to like sift all of that out like we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember going to Peru and Cusco, and I remember one of the guys that was in our group, because it was a lot of older folks in our group. So I was like the youngest one out of all of them. And he was bragging to me about how he's been to all these places that are really high up and he doesn't get altitude sickness and blah, 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 him and his wife. And he was like the one that passed out.
And then he
was like, they had to like, all these Peruvians like grabbed him and were like rushing him to the bus and got him on the bus. And then he was all the way down the hill. The entire time you could just hear him. Yeah, that was the worst. I was like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, because he was telling me, he said there's no high mountains in Colorado, and I was like, okay.
Downward, thanks for coming. But
yeah, I've been to Peru, so that's the only place I've been to out of this country. So,
well, did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I don't like the weather. It's very hot and humid. I don't like hot and humid. Like, I can't handle it.
Well, now next year,
I mean, it's beautiful there.
Yeah. Well, I know. Okay, actually, Chloe's not the only one in my family that did this year, because it is a program, and they did, it's a service program, and so they take, I forgot how many students, college students from all over the colleges, and so my second cousin went. She's the same age as Chloe. She's going to another college, and she went to Peru the same time that Chloe went to Ecuador. And she sent pictures, and it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it looks very similar. When you were showing the pictures, I was like, that looks like Peru.
It was an amazing experience, and that's what Chloe said in that. she said ancient civilization, learning. Oh, shoot, Mom, do you have coins? Probably don't need that coin from Ecuador. Because I'm weird. I'm that girl that like change old coins. I love them. You hand me those coins.
Well, it's also crazy to think that all of the stuff that's built in Machu Picchu was by hand. Like, they didn't have like heavy equipment. There's actually a stone in Cuzco, and they call it the 12-pointed stone, and it has like 12 points on it, and it fits perfectly with all the other things that join to it. Like, that was made by hand. Like, there's no other way that it could have been made. Like, it's insane. Like, it's crazy how it like fits together perfectly.
Right. Well, she did the stuff is incredibly durable, because that's how they make their money. So they take pride in what they sell. She said, like, there was something she was telling me, Alan, in a scarf or something she saw. She said it looked as nice as it is as I would have bought it at Marshall's or somewhere.
I have a backpack that I got from there.
Okay, I'm gonna show the coins here. You don't need that an Ecuadorian coins, after I drop them. Yeah, see. Don't laugh at me. There. Did I have that upside down? No. Did I? I don't know. I probably showed you upside down. But you did the point. There's that one. And then, is it the same thing? That's the same thing. And then she draw that one. Why can I hold on to a coin? When did they tell me that? Why? What's so hard about holding on to a coin that I can't hold on to it? And then there's that side. That's what she brought that to me. Because I love coins, old money, stuff like that. My dad, when I was a little girl, brought me had Confederate monies, and I still have it. It's still sealed. I still have it. I probably shouldn't say that on here that I do. You visited Mayan ruins in Central America. That's so interesting. The Inca. Really?
Yeah.
That's
Here's
cool.
a bag from Peru.
Oh, hold on. I got a little up. Can't see. Oh my God, that is pretty. That is very pretty.
Yeah, it's been stored away for years. I was like, oh, I think I found a bag.
That is pretty. There's no way I would ever use that. No way.
Yeah, I just
That is pretty. That big too.
It is pretty big.
I like that. Yeah, probably bought the jewelry and I don't know what else she bought. She bought a few things over there. She said she took so much money, a few $100, and she only spent 50 out of that few.
Because the exchange rate is very different. Like when we went to church on Sunday, so we went to mass, and like we put like, I don't know, $10 each of us for tithing, and everyone around you was like, oh, bless you, like, because to them that's like $50 or something. Like it was an insane amount of money. So they
Mm.
thought we were like the richest people ever. So like the exchange rate was very different at the time. Now that was when I was in high school. So
they just sell something for $1, and we pay like Chloe paid $1, and then American dollars.
yeah,
What is that to them? What did that do?
it's a lot.
Did not really.
They use, don't they use Sol? Oh, wait, I can't remember what the money is.
Nat, you like this stuff. Figure it out and let me know. You're not mod. I need to know this stuff, okay? That's your job, right? Cat, help Nat.
They use the Sol, and
so
one Sol, it says 1 Sol is equal to 30 cents in the US. So if you did 10 Sol, well, right now it says it was like $2. It was a different exchange rate at the time, but like $2. Oh wait, $10. Let's do $10 of American money. Okay, so $10 American money is like $33 to them.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when they just ask for a small amount of money, you're giving them way less than what you have, you know, like. So I mean, you could really make their day by giving them quite a bit of money.
That amazes me. And yes, Nat, you have to know everything, William and I. Okay? Or just you, because I like teaching on you. No, I don't know this stuff, so I gotta rely on my friends to tell me what. Yeah, that's a big difference. No wonder
a big difference.
In that nutty.
Yeah, and then also like gemstones and stuff are very prevalent there, and it's very inexpensive to get gemstones and jewelry from there because they don't charge as much as we do. We're like, oh, that's rare, and then they're like, we have tons of it. So
when I sister went on her honeymoon, now that you just need to have quick access to the Lord. I like that. Oh well, the other thing, that's what I had you all for. When she went to Jamaica on her honeymoon, they got married July 9th. No, their birthday July 6th. I told her, I said, okay, you can get married, but you cannot have my day. That's not happening. That's not it. They didn't get married on my birthday. They knew they were. So they went to Jamaica, and she came back and had me 2 turquoise stones. And she didn't pay anything for them. A small tip to us is used to them.
Yeah.
That's why tourists is the only real successful industry in many other countries. That's sad. That's sad. That makes me sad.
Yeah.
She said they're the friendliest people she'd ever met.
They are very friendly.
Yeah. But I did say they're humble, but I don't have much. Which is sad. Night doesn't Amy have her own accent? I don't talk to that thing. I had to change its name to Echo. Shut up. Because
everyone would make it go off.
The other one in the other room, and apparently it doesn't like the name, except when I don't. I hate this thing. Okay, I hate it. I have a love relationship with this thing. So I don't use 9 the way it meant to be used now. Okay, it hates me, and I hate it. But I gotta have it at the same time. Now Sarah, I thank you for joining me today. You saved me because I was hyperventilating. I was.
Well, thank you for having me.
Anytime. Sarah sent me a message, do you want me to join you today? I'm like, yeah, thank you. And I said,
Well, usually I miss all your lives because I'm dealing with my kids, and I'm like, oh, my husband's home. He can hang out with them.
I'm glad you did. I had fun. It was a lot of fun. And see, after I said, do you mind if I want to talk about Chloe's trip? She said, that's fine. Didn't even know she went to Peru. So there you go.
Yeah.
Even
I wish I had the pictures. I think the pictures are at my parents' house, but I had a ton of pictures from Peru. And back then, we didn't have the cameras, right? We didn't have the on your cell phone, just take a picture. We had the the disposable cameras.
to Littleton. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to wait so many days to get them back. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or the best thing ever is when the 1 hour photo came and then you should drop them off and have them down in an hour. Yeah.
Right.
And I miss not younger days. I do. I miss them. But
I think that was more exciting because then you had to wait for them and you're like, I hope it's a good one. But then if it was a bad one, you're like, crap, I just waited.
and then you're like, I just screwed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays you can take 20 and pick out the best one. Yeah.
And who actually picks out the best one? I just leave them all on my phone and then I'm like, man, why did I keep all of these?
I just look at I'm not on because I'm lazy. I don't want to go through and I don't want. And there's an app that you can download and it does it for you. That you got to pay for it. And screw that! I'm not doing that. Yeah, no. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here. Jenny Democrat, your question went live at 7:30. I'm lean over and I never do that. But time got away from me. The thoughts of the or legit humor. Holding like 20 pounds of lenses and stuff around. That's true. They take the best picture though, I think. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I forgot to include the link. Did you like to put in Jenny's link, the Uncrack Your Cracker? I would appreciate it. She went live at 7:30. So you all get off line and head on over to her, show her some support. And I want to thank you, Sarah, for being here. I truly appreciate it. I want to thank you, Mom, for helping me out. Kat, thank you for helping me in the back. Dorda lived there, and her dog probably told her to do something, so they're lucky. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate it so much. I guess I will. No, I won't. I don't know how this storm is gonna affect me. Now Saturday, the Listen Chill is coming out, and that is Latrita. We spent the time with Rita. So I do already have that uploaded because like I said, I don't know how this storm's gonna affect me. If I lose Tyler, I am gonna lose Tyler for a few days. That I can promise you. So if you don't hear from me, just know that I am screaming trying to get in touch with all of you all. I really am. So I hope you guys stay safe during this storm. It's affecting half the United States. I almost said United Nations. United States. So, it's affecting all the way from Texas all the way up to where Cat is in New York. So I want you guys to stay safe and stay warm. And I will see you whenever I can come back to civilization because we get ice it's a guarantee I'm losing towers for God knows when. I don't know how long. I'm gonna be fine. We will all stay safe. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I am gonna miss you, Dad. That's hard. That's hard on me. Last year, back in the summer when the storm hit us and I lost towers today, I had a hard time. I didn't get to hang out with you guys, and that's how well, put it this way, we were gone for so long that dark hole of loneliness was starting to seep back in, and I never want to feel that again. Eve said she can still hear the words that I said to her about before I found the community, and I told her I was the loneliest girl in the world, and I was. And I don't want to feel that way again. But knowing you guys are gonna be here when I did that, it's gonna be that makes me happy. If you guys could set up the link to the Adam channel, because the agent event is Saturday at 4 p.m. I hope I don't miss it. They have now moved it up that it's not gonna hit us until Saturday evening. So I think I might be able to watch that live. I hope I am anyway, at least some of it. Thank you, Nat, for putting that up. If you'd like to share Sarah channel one last time, and then we will go ahead and go head on over to Jenny. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for doing all the mod thing. Matt, you did a fantastic job. He just learned a lot and wanted to learn. I said, once you do my mod, well, he didn't know that I was actually going to make him work. You know, he thought I'm just going to let him watch and learn. Nope. You got to work. That's how you learn, right? That's how I was taught. They're like, and I said, well, don't you need to send me the link? They're like, nope, find them. And that's how I learned. So, but thank you all I'm very grateful for you being here, Eve. I hope you're feeling better. What Eve said, if you start feeling lonely, just remember it. And if you have to have a daughter will be around to the other glasses and say, yeah, that's true. That is true. I had no doubt. You're flitting over there. Good. You earned it. You did your good deed for the day. Sarah, thank you again for being here. Always, it's always a pleasure to have you, and you're always welcome on our channel. Always.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And on that note, I'm gonna go. I don't go now. I can talk till my time falls out. But Yeti is doing great. So you guys have a wonderful night, and remember to love yourself, to love others, let others love you. And always remember what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I am living proof. Sarah, you want to say anything before I end it?
Thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.